everybody, welcome to the I.T.L. Well, you see we're in the garage again. Yeah, I know, I'm getting kind of tired of the garage videos myself. But, I mean, this is the one day that I had planned to shoot the I.T.L, to get my lawn work done and everything else. My lawn looks like total crap right now. And what to do? It rains. The rest of the days was nice. It was actually nice out. It was sunny out. I had other things to do though those days, and I had to get planned out and get them out of the road. But yeah, it rains. But anyway, and this is kind of more of a fitting situation to what I'm going to be talking about anyway. So to teach his own, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I actually got. And this is not a review or an opening thing. I mean, you guys probably seen these around. I don't know if you guys can quite see it or not. This is an OBD2 code scanner. And these have been out for a while. I mean, I don't know too many people that don't have them anymore. And I mean, maybe most of us say not too many, even on the home DIY garage owner. They don't really have one in their toolbox, you know what I mean? But it's not about this is what this video is going to be about. It's just basically how much the world has changed on me. And it sounds cliche, but it really it isn't in a way. I mean, the world has changed so much on us with the computers. Come on, look. We're making our videos, post them online, everybody to see. I mean, we didn't do this. What was it, 20 years ago? We didn't, I mean, it was unheard of 20 years ago. But we had TV, you know. But yeah, back in the late 80s, whenever I was really getting into the mechanic world of working on the cars, cages, I was working on the 18-wheelers, the trucks, and stuff also. To do what this does, basically, which we didn't have the computer systems as we know of today, basically had like little electronic connections. And to diagnose them a lot of times, I mean, you had to diagnose the whole engine and make sure everything was right where it should be. And basically had a large unit. And I'm like, you know what, this is really kind of cool. And this is something the wife got me. Actually didn't get me, she got it out on a review. I've mentioned this several times. She's on the Amazon reviewer group and online, and she gets little trinkets, and a lot of times if they're a tool or something, well, they come into the garage and go into my toolbox, and I might use them every now and then. And I had the SUV, the Mazda Tribute. I'm getting it ready for inspection, and I like to go over it every now and then and just make sure everything is right on, because this thing's 11 years old. It's getting up there in age. And it really hasn't given me much trouble except for the front braking system. And once I figured out what that was, and that was in my eyes a manufacturer error, a defect, and I upgraded it and never had a problem with it since. Now I got the normal little upkeep exhaust system, which for the first time ever I'll be getting that worked on here in a couple weeks. I got to go on a lift, and I'll be having a pipe replaced. Got the pipe, just need to get put on. But anyway, it's going to go in for inspection at the same time, and I was thinking to myself, you know what, this would be a good time. I just got this in the mail. My wife threw it at me, said, here, try it out, and let me know how it works. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, let's plug it in. This uses my cell phone or my tablet. It's Android or Windows on it. I plugged it in, and it gave me so much freaking information. It just pumped it out at me. And I'm like, do you know, this is what that big unit, I think ours was called the Bear unit, that we had at the shop, and I was trained to use. And actually it wasn't the shop I was at, it was actually the shop next door, because the shop that I was at was a diesel mechanic shop, and we didn't have to worry about the Bear unit. We didn't have electronic ignition. We had no ignition on our engines. And but I learned the Bear unit anyway, just in case I needed to go into another shop, an auto shop, and work on cars. And that was all my spare time. But I learned how to do that Bear unit. I mean, it was a big unit. And this thing does it all. That's that thing no time. I mean, just through the computer system, which is it is cool. But that can be a troublesome problem also. But how the world has changed us so drastically. It's like, that was, well, I'll say 88, 89. Yeah, you could say, well, that was 20 something years ago. Well, yeah. 30 years ago, yeah. But in reality, trust me, guys, if you're young, it's not that long ago. But yet, time has flown. Time has flown. No, I'm not going to go over this, what this came in the package. This is not on this. This is on how time has came by. Even though a lot of it's been told how about, this is just an example. But yeah, it's just like, whoa. I'll have to pick that up. But anyway, it's like, whoa, how times has changed, how the world has completely done a total flip-flop. And I've been saying this, just on how the world, how the government's just been changing. I've been telling this more and more often to other people, so that the world that we knew back in the 70s, the 80s, even into the 90s, is gone. And that sounds cliche also, but it'll never be back. It'll never be back, because we have such a, the terrorism has gone on. It's just changed the world so much. The governments, how they are basically getting more greedy. The identities, the ruling sectors of the world has turned bad, and what has been here and we enjoyed from the or not enjoyed back in the 70s, into the 80s, into the 90s is gone. It's not going to come back, sadly, because what my kids grew up with, my kids are actually older, and what the next generation grew up with are totally different. It's going to be totally different, and it's sad. It really is. They're not going to. My kids didn't even see what I seen growing up, and I was sad for them, because it was like, wow, you don't know what you're missing. Because everything, even when my kids was growing up, everything was hustle bustle. Gotta get it done. It's always a time. There was really no time to slow down and enjoy the world. Where a lot of my time was, well, either if I was working on the farm or doing an odd job, cutting grass or somebody. If you didn't see me doing that, I was out trudging in the woods, trapping as a teenager, or hunting, or sitting along a creek with my fishing pole. I mean, I was always busy, but I enjoyed life. And that's what a lot of it is missing. And I kind of like to push that. I mean, sometimes you just got to stop and smell the roses, enjoy life. But it's getting to be more and more where people are afraid to do that. People are pushed not to do that anyway, because they just don't have the time due to work, family, or whatever. But sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I got to take time for myself. I got to sit down and just enjoy life. Let's leave this out of that ending note and say, hey everybody, I hope you all take at least, an hour this week just to enjoy life. An hour ain't enough, I know, but let's start with an hour of this week to enjoy life. We'll see you next week on the I.T.L. I hope you all have a great week. This is MuzzleMike signing out.